What's up guys, today we are going to be testing out the holystone HS450 obstacle avoidance mini drone. Now this does retail around £29.99, that's around 41 in US dollars. But with a lot of cheap drones flying around on the market advertised as being good for beginners, is this one actually any good? Well, let's check it out and let's go inside the box. First of all, everything comes very well packaged and protected. On the top layer we have the HS450 mini drone itself, which does come in a very bright and yet striking yellow and black colour tone. Okay, so it looks like we've got a battery already inserted within the drone, so that's basically 3 in total. We've got 3.7 volt 300 milliamp hour batteries included, 1 inserted and 2 that are spare. That's very refreshing to see, I must say. Most drones I've owned in the past only come with 1. They are easily took out, replaced, and they are charged via that micro USB port to the side of the battery. Now, does it have any power? Let's go ahead and press the power button underneath. Yep, okay, so it's got some power and we've got some LED flashing lights. Now, as far as I know guys, the blue light equals the front of the drone and the red light equals the back. Let's place the 450 drone aside just for now. And accessory wise, well, we have been supplied with 4 cushioned sticky back pads. If you want to, you can insert them onto the bottom of the propeller motors for extra protection. We do have 4 spare propellers too, although the propellers on the drone itself, well, they are pretty well protected. Nonetheless, it's really good to see that we do have spares, and we're also given a handy little screwdriver and a propeller removal tool. Basically everything you need to maintain this drone, as well as not 1 but 2 micro USB charge cables. And lastly, we do get a very detailed instruction manual, which by the way I would highly advise that you have a bit of patience just to take some of the controls on board. And yep, we do have included that transmitter. Now I have gone ahead and I've recharged all of the batteries off camera. Let's turn that drone back on, press the power button on the control unit, and we're gonna simply move the joysticks up and down, and that's it, we're ready to roll. Now I'll quickly go through some of the simple controls and some of the features. First, the batteries within this controller, they're not included, and you will in fact have to supply your own AAA batteries. And well, the features are as follows. Okay, first, well, you've got an auto flight mode, which will simply take off to an average height. You have your usual height and directional controls to the left and right. The drone does tend to descend quite gradually. Let's see if we can get it to a good height. And while moving the drone around, okay, it does drift off now and again, but we can indeed activate that calibration by long pressing the calibration button. Now if you simply tap that calibration button, it will take the drone into headless mode. It is a full free to roam mode, which is great for those open spaces, but I'm afraid it doesn't have the added aid of the obstacle avoidance feature, which by the way is switched on by long pressing that front left trigger button. Now with that feature, it is certainly a welcomed option when wanting to use that 450 drone indoors or by younger people. For example, when that drone does go close to a wall or a garden fence at regular speed, it should move away softly, bounce right off the wall and move away from it in the opposite direction. Well, basically most of the time anyway. Now if you short press that right trigger button to the front, you can toggle between 2 speed settings, and while at a good height, if you want to do some fantastic stunts, then simply short press that same trigger button, wait for the beeps, and quickly move the right joystick, which will flip that drone upside down real quick, making sure that the drone is however flying at a relatively good height first. In addition, if you long press that same trigger button, it will also fly in a circle too. Now hand gesture mode, we did find it a bit confusing at first. Again, look to the instructions and you will simply know how to activate it. Now with this holystone HS450 powered off, we're simply going to turn it back on, place the drone flat within our hand, we're going to wait for those red and blue lights to stop flashing, and we're going to throw it up in the air. Because this 450 drone has those obstacle avoidance sensors, it will now be upon you to basically use your hands to control the drone, control its initial movements, and as you can see it will automatically slowly descend. That is corrected by putting my hand underneath the drone. It should raise right up a bit. Yep, let's go ahead and get it higher, and let's move it about a bit. Again, this drone, within that hand gesture mode, it should move away from most obstacles when in this mode. And if you want to take it up to the next level, well, why not throw the drone within the air, quickly place both hands direct in front of the red and blue lights, and quickly take them away and move your hand underneath. And yes, it will begin to spin, and can even make it do a 360 flip, just like this. Again, don't worry if you don't quite get the hang of those hand gesture controls right away. We have in fact been messing around with this drone off camera for around about 40 to 45 minutes. We've just about got used to them, and if the drone does fall to the floor now and again, well, you can simply turn that motor off by flipping the drone upside down within your hand. So basically it's got an added security. If the drone does fly upside down, drop to the floor, those motors will turn off. Overall, I really liked controlling and messing around with this holystone HS450 drone. It is very nimble and quite durable in fact. We were really shocked at how swift it was for such a small unit. It's not bad to control once you get used to it, although we did get mixed up now and again with the red and blue lights, which is the front and which is the back. But to be totally honest, I was expecting another type of cheap drone that you basically get towards Christmas time for your kids. I mean, I've been quite guilty of that in the past. But you know what, I think most kids would love this. I think the fact that you get free batteries included, you can indeed have continuous fun, and I think it would be a really good product to have, especially in the run up to Christmas. You've got everything you need to have fun on the go, and not having to worry about that single battery that you basically usually get with other drones. And in addition, with regards to our usage time when flying this drone around our garden or home, on each occasion we did average around 6 minutes to 6 minutes 30 seconds, which is pretty good for a small little fast flying unit. Now with regards to rating this product today, I'm not going to quite give it a 10 out of 10, I'm going to drop it down one. I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. But it's still a fantastic product, and if you want to check it out for yourselves, please know that I'm not affiliated in any type of way. You're free to check that link out. I will supply it in the video description down below. But most importantly, while you're in that video description, why not smash a like on this video? I'd very much appreciate it. And even more so, please subscribe to this channel. Please support us in any way by hitting that bell notification option, so yes, you can stay updated on all our new uploads. Now this has been a fun week testing out a few other remote control toys. Stay tuned for them. And as usual guys, I hope you all stay safe, and thank you ever so much for watching. Peace!